Test. Yeah, I need to stick something in there. We've got mass huts today, so we go to the bathroom, please.
Chuck, you have to move that. Put it back there, Chuck.
Afternoon, everybody. You're very welcome to a damp and miserable Energia Park in Donnybrook Saturday, the 7th of February, for this round 13 clash between Bective Rangers in 4th and Dolphin in 5th. There's only 6 points between the two of us in the league, so really important game today. Other games in this division: Bruff in 6th, hosting Malahide in 10th. Hope for Malahide's sake that the pitch is playable down there. They don't travel all the way to Bruff and then get called off at 1:10. That's an in-joke, folks. Middleton in 9th, facing or hosting Belfast Harlequins in 8th. That's a real bottom-of-the-table clash. There's not an awful lot between them. Harlequins on 22 points, Middleton in 9th place on 19 points. Monkstown in 3rd, who are a point ahead of us, although we do have a game in hand. Monkstown in 3rd, hosting Ballyclare in 7th, and of course the big match today, top of the table clash, Thomond in 1st position, hosting Clonmel in 2nd. So something's got to give there at the top of the table. There's only a point between them. So interesting day ahead today. Our mascots, Rory, if the camera could zoom in there. Mascots today is young Alfie Gorman. Alfie's on the minis, the under 11s. Paul Hatton knows his parents, Seamus and Sinead, well. Alfie had a birthday on Wednesday, and he's delighted to be here to support the Bective first team today. Alfie, the youngest of three brothers, and his older brother Adrian plays on the under 13s and is also a keen fan, although it was Aidan, but was way too cool to be doing mascot today. So, as I said, parents, Seamus and Sinead, proud moment for them, real doers, and they help out so much across the age brackets. Now, our teams today. Bective team, one change from the team that was listed for last week but didn't get to play a game because a game was called off at 1:10. Seriously, in the year 2026, seriously. Anyway, the Bective team, Tim Carroll 15, the three quarters, Chris Rowland, Ben Garrett, Bobby Holland, Dave McPolan, the halfback skipper Matty Gilson at 10, Conor Halpenny at 9, front row Rory Mulvihill, birthday boys, got a birthday next week, last one in the 20s, Rory. Chris Hennessy and Conor the Buff Kelly. In the second row, Donna Lawler and Gav Kelly. In the back row, the return of Tiernan McCluskey, Chris Poole and James Gallagher. Back are its replacements rather from Bective: Scotty Barron, Luke Meehan, Oisin McCluskey, Tom McCarthy, Mikey O'Hare. Your Dolphin team today, and Dolphin have 3 changes from the team that faced us back in late November down in Virgin Media Park. Your Dolphin team, 15 was to be Hunter Yarrell, who's fine player, scored 2 conversions, converted both their tries in that game. He's dropped out this morning 6, so he's replaced by Darryl Foley. The three quarters, Carl Waterman, Sam Boyle. The return of skipper Craig O'Connell at 12, Dara Buckley. The halfbacks, Cameron O'Shaughnessy, Ryan Foley. Front row, Finn Cowig, Max Abbott, Dalton O'Shaughnessy. In the row, Brian O'Mara, Matt Barry, and back row of Owen Sheehan, Conor Drummy and Richard Heaslip. Replacements bench for Dolphin, 4 changes from corresponding fixture back to last week in November. The replacements: Phil Elwood, Dave Byrne, James Vaughan, Thomas Scannell and Scott Sexton. Your referee today, Chris Cahoon. We've already had Chris, we had him in our victory against Monkstown here back in October. Point to note in that game, we got 1 yellow card and gave away 14 penalties, so need to mind our discipline. I harp on about it all the time, but discipline is key. So, Bective team led out by skipper Matty Gilson and young Alfie. Today's mascot. It's a miserable day here, lads. The winter that keeps on giving. It hasn't stopped raining since the 1st of January. I think it's actually stopped now, but that's clearly an anomaly. We've had monsoon levels of wind and rain over the last 5 weeks, so it's calmed down a bit today. Misty rain when we were out walking the pitch earlier on. There is a wind, it's about 10 knots. It's not going to be game defining, but there is a wind. It's blowing from the Wesleyan, the North Korea Ken Wall Centre of Excellence corner down into the Bective gates. So, here we go, 4th against 5th in this final group of 3 games, in this kind of pod of 3 games. We've now got 3 weeks off for the Six Nations, so important game. Bective regather the turnover. Kelly, the brother Gavin, is well tackled, well driven back, stopped in his tracks. Halpo digging it out, but Bective go down the short side. Young Robert Holland. Gilto, flat pass to the Buff Kelly. He's done well, he's made 5 metres. Quick ball, it is quick ball. Continue down the short side. and Garrett takes it on. Gav Kelly. So good continuity by Bective, holding on to the ball, have owned the ball since kick-off now. Tim Carroll, bit of a slice off the outside of the left boot, but Darrell Foley's going to have to play it. Kicks long, gets a good bounce, good relieving kick. So we're just a minute in. Bective won the kick-off, went through the phases there. Bit of a loose kick by Tim. So we're bang on the halfway line. First line out. I'm joined today on co-coms. Turns up to all the home games. Not sure about his commitment for the away games. The ever erudite, the ever opinionated, the big fucker that is Paul Hatton.
You don't escape the wrath of Chuck if you for anything. That was a nice bit of play there, returned by Dolphin. Tim got the ball a little bit sort of behind the play. I don't think he had much support, so he went for the kicking option. Ball stayed up before the try line, so Dolphin forced to play it, but it was a lovely return kick to the halfway line now. Bective to throw. And it lost on the first line out. Okay.
Tidied up by 5, Matt Parry. So turnover ball now. Dolphin, what are they going to do? Halfback Foley, shaping for the kick. It's a fine kick, good hang time on that. Who's under it? Young Dave McPolan, Cork native, good man Dave. Made his debut for Bective in the AIL on this fixture down in November in Musser. Here's a good charge by the buff, on the buff. Slower ball, Halpo also shaken to kick. Good high hanging contestable. There's no one under from Bective, so you know those relieving box kicks, they're only as good as the chaser. Unfortunate there for Dolphin. Knocked on. First scrum. Good solid Bective's front row today. Oscar Egan still in the infirmary, but we've got Rory Mulvihill, Chris Hennessy and the Buff Kelly. Chen, of course, begging me in the dressing room before the game to shout out that he's leading try scorer for the club with 9 tries. Club Scene podcast made a big deal out of Victor, the hooker for Bruff, scoring 4 tries last week, and Chen is going, I do that most weeks. Team tries though, Chris, team tries. You're just at the back of a good rolling ball. The Kellys have done all the hard work for you, fella.
We don't need finesse. We don't need finesse. We need the points, not the finesse.
Okay, first scrum.
Well played by the referee.
Little kick pass from Gilto. Who's out here? It's Dave McPolan. He takes it well, but he is well tackled. Whoever sets it up now, what can Bective do? Gallagher. Double hit. Good defensive work by 7, Conor Drummy and the halfback. Now Bective continue down the short side. Good work by Gilsonen. Gavin Kelly makes a couple of metres. Pick and go, McCluskey. Scrappy ball, it's knocked on. Bective would be disappointed there. Good defensive set by Dolphin.
Yeah, testing each other out there. Huge collisions. Looking for simple plays off breakdown, I think, going left and right. Sort of 2 or 3 passes out. Going into the contact, trying to get clean ball and quick ball. You saw there just after 4 or 5 rooks, we forced an error, so Dolphin will feel they won that. Back to scrum. Last scrum was a bit loose, it popped up, but fair play. The ref played it on. The ball was presentable, so Halpo could pass it out. So see, second scrum, 2 big packs.
Yeah, big pack. Dolphin, they're a good team, you know, Paul. We beat them 35-14 down in Musser. Still kind of working out how we did that because they're a fine team, big heavy pack.
Yeah, I think was it. Oh, that's an interesting move.
He said breaks off
the base of the scrum inside the 22.
So he's opened up the angle a bit, moved in field, but he hasn't made a lot of ground. Good counter-rooking now. Disruption by Bective. I think they've turned it over. They have turned it over. Oh, there's shenanigans going on there. It's turned twice. Good relieving kick, gets a nice bounce. Dolphin will be happy with that. Wasn't sure what happened. Looked like Bective had turned it over and then Dolphin got it back. Okay, so we're 5.5 minutes in. 2 teams feeling themselves out. No score yet, no real dominance by either side.
Interesting play by the number 8 there, playing open inside, sort of 10-15 metres outside from the line. He ran the open line, which you wouldn't predict that from 8. Generally go up the short side. Looked to open, as you say, open up the angle for the 10. But yeah, that looked like a great counter ruck. It looked like a turnover. I'm not sure what was happening on the ground. I think Bective were given out saying that there was hands on the ground, but referee didn't see that, or it didn't happen.
Okay, so 5-1 called by Bective, taken safely in the middle by Gavin Kelly. It's a good drive, a good shape on that drive and more. Ball at the back with Chris Poole. Fragmenting a little bit, but Bective marching forward. They've made 12 metres. Hand is out. It's a free shot now. Free shot. Use the free shot. Harpo having to dig it out. Couldn't really do anything else. Slow ball. Not great. Okay, so back for the penalty on the halfway line. Suspect Gilto will nudge it down the line.
We've got some great return off the lineouts in terms of the numbers. You called it out there, 5-man again. It seems to be working very well, so why change it?
It's a great nudge by Gilto, brings it out 12 metres out ball.
Yeah, it's great as a forward when you see them get so close to the line, but the problem is it's a gamble to kick a ball that close to the flag. It goes wrong and then you're right back to where you are and you lose any advantage. But super execution there by Gilto. And I'd imagine as we walk slowly into it, it looks like another 5-man.
Yeah, we seem to go 5-man all season.
At scrum half.
5+1.
Or maybe 4. No, it's a 4. It's a 4+1. Oh yeah, no, Mulva went up to do the call.
Okay, so Chris Poole. We go long. It's disrupted. Taken by Bective at the second attempt, but it was knocked on. That's unfortunate.
So we're back to a scrum in the same position. So will the 8 pick and go open this time? Will the 9 feed the 10? Let's see what they do.
He does a lot of picking from he slipped from number 8 and takes it on. He's good at it too.
Yeah, I think, and he's stepping wide off the base when he takes his first step, which means he's trying to get a bit of separation from himself and the 7, which is really good technique.
Okay, third scrum, 7.5 minutes in.
They talked about DuPont on Thursday night about how he reverses from the base of play when he's playing phase off rucks and stuff to give himself that time.
Let's not talk about Thursday.
No, we will, yeah. Or last night.
Well, last night I didn't see, but I was following the
question
updates.
was there anyone that put their hand up for selection to the senior
And
squad?
apparently not. Apparently not.
I would probably say questionably. JJ Kenny got a nice try but got caught out defensively.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. The highlights.
England were very well drilled.
Okay, Foley with the feed. Yeah, he is going again. Yeah.
Actually, for that, that's okay.
What's he giving? He's saying Harpo was offside.
So the scrum half has to defend from the channel, and he's saying he was beyond the channel before the ball was picked, which is a penalty against us. Good play by Dolphin there, very clever. Obviously they were trying to suck Connor into that position, and it's the old rules, the scrum half could come around to the feet of the wing forward. Now the new rules don't allow that, so they're trying to create more free flow and quick ball at the base of the scrum.
Good nudge.
Good clearance and Dolphin's ball too, just shy of the halfway, as you say. So will we contest? Will they go full? I think they're slow walking in, so they've got their call made already, and I think they're going to go full. 14 is stepping in field, so they're obviously looking for a back play off this.
They go long, they take it well at the back. It's good, quick ball. Now, what can the backs do? Little Sexton loop, and the 10 he's done well. He's broken the line. Eventually puts through a kick on the 10-metre line. Might have been better place to hold on to it, but look, that's a good set piece, training ground move. Looking for the space, got it with the Sexton loop. O'Shaughnessy then put in the kick. Not sure, maybe he could have held on to it. However, good territory gain.
Yeah, their winger Waterman there was creeping across on the outside shoulder of the second centre.
Yeah, look, they made net gain, Paul, 40 metres.
But it was
their line out.
Had the 10 even chosen, they had a nice little loop around.
Again, well taken in the middle by Brian O'Mahony. One of two brothers, talking to Brian's down the bar beforehand. Told me Brian is shite and that the brother's much better player than him. Anyway, Dolphin, they're doing well. They're taking to ground 8 metres out. Good defensive tackle. Good defensive tackle from Bective. Chris Poole. Slower ball now for Dolphin. Halfback having to dig it out. Taken on by Matt Barry. He's done well. Now quicker ball. What can they do this time? 12, Craig O'Connell, the captain.
Over the ball,
missed the first game. Now he's going to kick. He's not going to kick. Little pop ball.
That's a steal. It's got to be a steal.
Looked like a poach for Bective. It is a poach for Bective.
That was James Gallagher, I think. Over the ball.
So good defensive set by Bective. Get a relieving penalty here, should bring the ball up shy of the halfway line. Well done, Chris Poole.
That last bit of play just shows you how dangerous Dolphin can be. Good defence by Bective. Nice clearance by Gilso. And our line out. There's not much wind out there.
So I walked the pitch, Paul, beforehand. You can never feel it here.
Yeah.
It's coming from the opposite corner, the Wesley end, down to the gates, but it's not that strong. It's only about 10 knots. Now we do have the advantage of it in the first
that
half.
kick you wouldn't be able to tell. It would almost look like Gilso was going for a short one.
5-man again. Okay, let's go to the middle. Give it to Gavin Kelly.
Oh,
Go to the middle. However, we've lost it. Ball is fumbled, turned over, tidied up by number 1, Finn Cowick. He's done well. Taking it round just inside. Now the hooker, he spotted it, pick and go.
through the hole.
O'Connell, good little tip on. So, ball is kicked through, ball has gone loose. Leave it go. Thank you. Okay, we'll take that. Goal line drop out for Bective. So we're 12 minutes, coming up to 12 minutes into this game. Still no score, no real pattern yet. Thankfully the rain has stopped. I mean, match down in Musgrave Park back in November. Monsoon, wind and rain. It was just horrific conditions. Gilson kicks to the 10 metre. Need to make your tackles. Brian O'Mahony's done well there. Bective offside, so it's a free shot. Little box kick, Waterman chasing it. Gathered by Tim Carroll. Ref is going to bring them back for the penalty.
They'll have a shot here, I'd imagine. Going to kick at the position.
Yeah, now their kicker, Hunter Yarrell, cried off at the last minute. He
Okay.
converted both tries they scored in the game in November. So
Well, the
they will
captain's
miss
gone in to
him.
have a chat. And they're going for goal.
Yeah, they're going for
it's
a
probably
shot.
the wise decision.
Look, it's a crucial part of the season. This block of 3 games. We're on round 13. There's only 5 games after this. So when we break after tonight, there's 3 weeks off for most of the league. We got to play the Malahide game that was cancelled, but it gives people just, that chance to sit back, look, and then you've got the final 4 or 5 games where it's hell for leather. Top of the table and bottom of the table, they're all like cup finals. All right, so Darrell Foley, he's about 28 metres out, just to the right of the post. Yeah, he struck that well. Straight kick. Okay, so 13 and a half minutes in. Fullback Darrell Foley opens the scoring. It's Bective 0, Dolphin 3.
Okay. So, yeah, you would have to argue first 13, 14 minutes, Dolphin coming out 3 points up. They've got a better return on their incursions in our half. Bective have done very well early doors, but haven't executed at the last sort of play, a breakdown. It's been a knock on or steal. So nice high kick from Gilso. Well contested. Ball has gone back to Bective side. Dunnalala on the ball now. Chris Hennessy's gone to ground. Nice clean out. He's on it. Deemed to be on his feet. Penalty against Bective. That's the seal. The seal didn't come in quick enough to clear. So it was a great contest at the kick-off there by Bective, but unfortunately no numbers in over Chris Hennessy, and ball was turned over.
Again, good nudge by Ryan Foley, brings the ball up to the Bective 10 metre line. Six-man called by Dolphin. They've got big Matt Barry in the first receiver position. They go long at the back, they take it long at the back.
Okay, I think he's just getting them taken again.
Too much animation? I don't know what.
I think it's down to animation, yeah.
Okay, animation should be left to Walt Disney, in my opinion. It's fucking nonsense. Anyway, Max Abbott, 6-man. They go to the back again and secure it again. It's quick ball now. Get the ball out midfield. Captain Craig O'Connell, straight up the guts, and he did well. Now they've released the ball out wide. 15. Darrell Foley puts through a long raking kick. Is it going to make it? It's not. Dave McPoland's going to have to tidy it up. Needs support. He's done well, to be fair. He's brought the ball out 10 metres. Well done, Dave.
create the
McCluskey.
angle here. We
Yeah.
were training in this very same spot last night within the 13s, trying to explain about creating the angle.
Ball is turned over. Dolphin have
That's not-
secured it. This is not good now. Slower ball. Halfback's going to have to dig it out.
Hand is out for knock on. Okay.
Yeah, it looked like Bective trying to open up the angle for a relieving kick, but fumbled that ball again. A couple of unforced errors
Yeah,
here.
I think that like the first 15, 20 minutes, or well, we're not up to 20 yet, but certainly the first 10 to 15, we've done well in certain aspects of the game getting into Dolphins half.
Man down for Bective. It's Tiernan and McCluskey. Right, so just while that's happening, want to take a moment, folks. We have a fallen Ranger. It's with great sadness that we learn to the passing of a legendary Ranger in Bjorn Loftred. You can see Bjorn there in a picture with the great Louis McGee. I'll point out as well that Bjorn is wearing a Bective Honour scarf. Bjorn came to Dublin in the 70s to study medicine in the Royal College of Surgeons. Before that, back up in Norway, he had been a double Olympian, 1968 and 72. 68 in large dinghies. I'm a sailor. It's important. 72 in keelboats. Shortly after that, he came to Bective. Never having played rugby before, came through the gates. And fast forward, and Bjorn formed a formidable partnership with the great Louis McGee in the second row engine room of the firsts for 5 to 6 seasons. Like, that's a remarkable sporting achievement to go from being a sailing Olympian to playing rugby, never having played rugby before, and ended up on the firsts in Bective. So lifelong friendships were formed, including a close bond with Louis McGee. And look, Louis' eldest son Peter was actually christened Peter Bjorn. Bjorn then moved back to Oslo, became a doctor, married Kirsty, and had 4 wonderful children. So we know that Bjorn frequently watched the live streams from home and was always keen on Bective's progress. So on behalf of Bective Rangers, we offer our sympathies. Rest easy, Bjorn. Thank you for your service. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Okay, Foley, good attacking platform position, 18 minutes in, solid scrum by Dolphin. Now, what can the backs do? Skip ball, straight out to 13, spotted a huge gap in the Bective defence. And Sam Boyle scored 2 tries against us back in November, and he's added another today. Bective be disappointed with their defence there. It was a long flat ball, skip ball, but good try for Dolphin. So score moves on to Dolphin 8, Bective 0, and you suspect Foley more or less just to the right of the sticks. He's going to add the extras.
Yeah, sometimes they say whether or not the travelling team gets off the bus, and I think Dolphin have certainly answered that. They have definitely got off the bus, and they have turned up for the first 20 minutes of this game. And Bective have to respond, and they need to respond almost immediately. That was a lovely play by their 10. He ran to the outside shoulder of Gilso, inside shoulder for centre, drawing them in, and then just throwing a skip pass to the second centre, the Dolphin second centre, which just was a walk-through try. Chris Poole did chase him in, but the damage was done.
Yeah, so look, that's disappointing for Bective. Darryl Foley, one of 2 brothers on the team. His other brother is Ryan, the halfback, wearing the fancy luminous yellow boots. So Foley adds the conversion. Score is now just coming up to the end of the first quarter. Bective 0, Dolphin 10. Important now, Bective get on the ball and get the next one to trouble the scoreboard. Gilson, and who's chasing it? Gavin Kelly is chasing it. Now he's 2 men out to his left. Didn't see them. He's well tackled by 14. Waterman, however, good chance for Bective, 8 metres out. Little tip pass. Dolphin were offside. They were, but Bective be disappointed.
Yeah,
Looked like a little knock on as well as being offside, Paul.
And Gavin's damaged his knee there in the process. He's not going to enjoy the video review of that particular play. He had 2 players on his outside, on his short side left, and one on the inside. That was a simple walk-in try and 7 points. But look, at the heat of the moment, it's easy for us to say that up here. When you're a forward running at full tilt, trying to catch your breath on a fake 4G surface with the ball in hand and the line beckoning, you know, it's one of those tough decisions. And
I know, but Gav always has notions. He thinks he's as skillful as back that he could really play in the centre.
To be fair to Gav,
I'm slagging
it's
him.
a rush
I'm
of the,
slagging
I know,
him.
it's a rush of the blood in that moment, but I think we'll make up for it here now.
Okay, so Gilso, 6 metres out. Now, what can Bective do? Attacking line out. 20 minutes in.
I don't know whether Dolphin will contest. A lot of the time you see here, close to the line, they don't contest.
Yeah.
Ball can be crooked and the play goes on. They're looking to contest on the ground.
We're going to go to the middle to Gavin. Indeed we do. However, Dolphin have spoiled it yet again. Good defensive work. I think it was 6-0 Sheehan. Now Bective drive them over the line. That should be a 5 metre to us, Paul, yeah?
Yeah, it is. What's really interesting though, we went to a short line out. And I've said this before in a number of other broadcasts, but when we go to short, we have two of our forwards have to be back 10 metres. But they're on their line.
Yeah, so they can join immediately.
Now, it didn't work out for them there. We responded well to the slap down by Dolphin and milled through and actually were able to drive them over the line to force the scrum. But it's just something I'm always curious about. Like, I said, why do you want to give yourself a disadvantage now? They're contesting every line that we throw. So we're going to have to learn how to overcome that. They seem to be getting it at 2.
Yeah, I think it's 6-0 Sheehan is getting up for most lineouts and he's disrupting. However,
if you have a light guy that you can fire up in the air, it just makes it exceptionally difficult for the hooker.
Yeah. Coaching team down here from Dolphin. I think it was Steve Ford, their director of coaching. He'd scream and watch the blind side. Blind side's too narrow here, Paul.
Oh, it's very narrow.
You think we're going to go wide?
Stepping inside the channel there, inside Gilso. So I mean, that
little pop ball back inside. Let's see. You've got to win the scrum first. Good scrum. Good scrum. Gallagher, he's going to have a go. He's taken down 2 metres out in the short side now. This is a forwards ball. Forwards ball. Who's it with? Gavin Kelly. Could be held up, is he? No.
Short.
Turned around just as so. 1 metre out. Bective. They go again. The buff Kelly. He's taken short. For Spool. No, looked like he was short.
Referee's on the mark.
So the forwards continue pounding around the corner. Now free shot. Free shot. Where's the space? Space should be out wide. We have nobody out wide in the right though. Going to come down the short side.
On his own.
Resource side work. We're playing a free shot. We've got advantage. Can take a bit of more risk.
There's definitely questions. There's the try, and you're saying knock on, but I think it's a penalty advantage. So whether he's going to.
So what's he going to call? Well, I think if it was a try, he'd have called it immediately. Yeah. Good defensive set, to be fair to Dolphin, but he was playing penalty advantage.
So do you take a scrum? Do you kick to touch? The way they're intercepting our line out, I'd be inclined to take the scrum. Yeah. And I think, although we weren't overly dominant in that last scrum, they actually showed us the short side and gave James Gallagher the option. But 9 was in a position to tackle, you know. So I think we're going to tap. It looks like we have a move up the
sleeve. Tip and go.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you can have a fancy play that results in a try and it looks great on paper, but
I agree with you on the line out.
If you have a strong line out that's dominant, you go for touch.
Yeah.
If you have a scrum that can control and bring it up either side that you want, you'd probably think scrum. But let's just
anyway, we're going to tip and go. Ball with Gavin Kelly. Around the corner, there's his brother, the Buffalo. Yes! Looks like he's in. Ref has not signalled, so we got to recycle. Try! Excellent. Seen that move before, Bective. Used it a lot. We used it in the Junior Cup final last year up against Enniskillen and Ashburn. We go right off a tap penalty. As soon as the ball comes back, the Buffalo comes around the short side. 130 kilos, hard to stop. First try for Bective, Conor Kelly.
It's not one you want to see coming at you, all right? No, it's a very simple move, but you can see Gavin slowed up into contact as well. He was trying to draw them out, didn't want to get close to the line, and is probably also anticipating a defence by their pack to sort of grab. We talked about this before, what the All Blacks do very well is grabbing the player, bringing him over the try line and actually getting held up and a goal line clearance. So Matt Gilson to bring us to within 3 points. Right to left. He's nailed it.
Beautiful.
7 points.
Well
to
done,
10.
Gilso. Okay, game on. 25 minutes in. Bective 7, Dolphin 10.
The most important part is how we respond here
to the kick-off. Yeah. Look, I'm blue in the face from saying you're at your most vulnerable just after you scored, so we need to secure the kick-off. Hopefully long kick down, just pin them down into their own half. Let's see.
On the left side. That's not a bad kick.
O'Shaughnessy, not a bad kick-off, and it's taken that by, I think it's 6 Owen Sheehan.
It looked all too easy.
So, we spoke of miles offside, Bective in the midfield.
Yeah, but he wasn't interfering in play. I think the ref gave him the...
Well, you're either offside or you're not, Paul, Good interplay there, good offload by the skipper. They're now up inside the 22. Crowd screaming that Bective were offside. Not sure they were that time. Slower ball, continuing down this right side. O'Connell. Good defensive tackle by Bective. Chris Poole again. Looks like it's turned over, but it's illegal.
Needless to say, here we are. We mentioned about the importance of the kickoff. We're now facing a -3 here. The kickoff wasn't even contested. It was a very simple catch. He injured himself in the process, and then they seem to be running into the inside channel and finding holes, either from a missed tackle or just numbers the way we're spreading across, leaving a hole in the inside. This is exactly the same position he kicked the last penalty from. I'd imagine there'll be no bother.
Yeah, look, penalties, disappointing penalty count. We're only 27 minutes in, 4 penalties against Bective, 3 against Dolphin.
It's also just the effort that is taken in order for us to get 7 points, and the effort, the lack of effort that's required in order for Dolphin. That's not to take any credit from the play they just had, but that's a simple 3 points we've given away,
So Foley, he's about 25 metres out. He's 1 for 1 already today. Be expecting him to bang this over.
He's got it.
Yeah. No, he pulled it slightly. Okay, so let off. Okay, now what did Bective do here? Short contestable or kick long?
Yeah, I think you go long and try to get your line chase.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of wind behind us too.
Force the return and then attack through the back 3.
Okay, let's see what Gilso going to do. He does go long. Taken by Captain O'Connell just on the 10-metre line. He offloads it inside to Brian O'Mahony. Good tackle by Bective. Foley thought he was shaping for the box kick. O'Shaughnessy spotted a lot of grass down there. Spotted a lot of grass, heads up. Where was the defence? Something went wrong there. Good kick by O'Shaughnessy. Used his brain, saw that we were up. Nobody in the backfield there.
Tim was covering under the stand, looking for he thought the play was
correct,
going to come back to this side. And as you said, the wind is coming from that corner across, so probably expect him to kick with any of the wind as an advantage. But and it was just short of a 50-22 as well. We were quite lucky.
Crucially though, Bective line out. 75 in at the pre-match lunch. I was in there hanging around like a bad smell, like I always do, so you can see. Spotted the great Barry Coleman, my old next door neighbour from Oaklands and Greystones. Barry had the misfortune of coming into Donnybrook 100 years ago to play rugby. I think he went to the wrong end because he ended up playing for Wesley. And Barry, of course, ex-Dolphin, Dolphin royalty. His dad played for Dolphin and Munster. Back in the day, he was on a Munster team that drew with, I think it was Australia back in the day. Anyway, good to see you, Barry. A lot of Dolphin people were up here today for the lunch. That's good to see. Jimmy gave his usual nonsense speech. Be a great politician, our president, Jimmy. Hope you're taking notes, young Hatton, for your term. Says all the right things, never annoys anybody. Very politically correct. Back to 5-man called. Huge animation. Taken in the middle by Gallagher, but unfortunately it's crooked. That's a let off.
Yeah, the return rate on lineouts today has been pretty poor.
Yeah, and you think previously
by Dolphin, but also
Gavin Kelly has been lording it in the lineouts. Yeah.
Not as fluid as we'd like, but obviously in this position too, scrum, defence, 20, 15 metres out.
Yeah, and thinking back to the match 2 weeks ago against Harlequins here, in horrible weather, 7 maul tries, but Gavin lorded it in the line out. Then Paulie won all bar one line
Which is
out.
mad, like, to be able to do that in the tough conditions of that day. It just shows you.
People say we're a barbarians type, can only win on Astro team.
The thing about it is, as well, people are quick to blame a hooker, they're quick to blame a jumper. It's a chain of events.
Correct.
It's the movement, it's the lifters, it's the timing, it's
the
throw,
wind.
it's everything. So for it to look that easy on the camera, there's a lot of effort and in some degrees luck as well that goes into it. But Dolphin are reading our line out very well.
They're contesting every one, so they're putting pressure on the hooker straight off.
But fair play, they're getting a great return. So if that's what they're getting,
Yeah, now, so we're 31 minutes in. This is a good attacking position for Dolphin. Will the 80 slip come off the back? He's not this time. So Connell straight up the guts. Very strong and abrasive, and he's...
Numbers left.
Now they're 8 metres out under the post, continuing down this right-hand side. O'Shaughnessy. Eventually he's dragged down by McPolan, who did well, however. Dolphin have it back again. Number 5, Matt Barry takes it on. They're going to go wide. They're going to go wide. Indeed, they are going wide. They're 4 metres out now. Led off for Bective. Ref is saying they were holding it on. Holding on.
Captain's job. 1 metre from the line, getting the body over in the right position.
Fair play, skipper. Yeah, well done, Gilso. He's not the biggest Gilso to be doing that post. He's got the biggest mouth, but he's not the biggest.
Yeah. No, it's great position as well, but the ref to see that. The referee's getting himself in great positions for both teams. Catching the little things, that's important. So there's clearly on the pitch a bit of concern about a wind in that way. Gilso's kicked 2 balls now from penalties to touch, and he's not looking for 40, 50 metres. He's happy with 20.
5 man.
Oh, and we've snaffled that.
Again, it's untidy ball, but at least it comes back on the Bective side. That guy again, number 6, Owen Sheehan, he's having a great game defensively, playing that Peter O'Mahony role in the line-out. It's been a complete pain in the arse, but profiting from it. Okay, Bective.
Still in.
Shaping, relieving kick. Tim Carroll kicks long. Underneath it is 14, Carl Waterman. He's going to have a run. Ah, stop. No, Chris, no, mate. I think you might have got that wrong.
That didn't look high.
That's been called for a seatbelt. I don't know.
That was a very quick whistle.
I don't know.
He's going for 2.
Yeah, Darrell Foley deciding he's going to have a shot.
Well, what's happened there is the referee has set the mark for what he believes to be a high tackle. So once
they're all doing it. To be fair, they're all consistent this season.
Once it's consistent
below the sternum, lads.
Yeah.
We've given away a number of penalties for high tackles. All right, so Darrell Foley, brother of halfback Ryan Foley, he's 44 metres out, just to the left, maybe 45 on the angle.
He wasn't far off from the last kick, pulled it a little bit to the left.
Struck it well. It's going to be short. It's going to be short. It's going to be short. Taken by McCluskey underneath the sticks. Good to see him running. Didn't want to see Tiernan trying to kick that. Now Bective, what can they do? Chris Poole, good. He's made 2 or 3 metres. Bective continue down the short side. Little pop from Gav Kelly onto Tim Carroll. Tim has done really well. Oh, he's up over the 10-metre line. That's great ground gain. Now quick ball. It is quick ball. Bective trying to get the ball out wide. Good around the corner from Dunna. They've got it out wide.
Just take it up.
Yeah, truck it up. Set, go again. Continuing short side. Gavin Kelly. Good stop. Double hit by Dolphin.
It's a great defense.
6 again. Owen Sheehan. He's been standout player for Dolphin so far.
Not looking. I think the no arm chop tackle there, I think, is what the penalty's for. Yeah, no arm chop tackle.
Okay, bit harsh. I don't know. We've no monitor. We need to watch it again.
No, he's just he's gesticulating that. I think Donna Lawler's down. I don't know if it's that serious. He's just banging the knee, maybe.
Gilso nudge up to the Dolphin 10-metre line. Now Donna Lawler is down injured. Need him back up. So just while we have somebody injured here, Paul, you've signed up to this absolutely ridiculous charity cycle. Do you want to share the details?
Yeah, I don't mind. So an ex-Bective player, Gregor Lawson, grandson of the famous Bill McLaren, sent out a note who would like to cycle from Scotland to Dublin, and stupidly I agreed.
And you said yes.
So it's to do with raising money for motor neuron disease. It's the My Daddy Foundation into motor neuron disease research, leaving from Melrose Rugby Club, which was Daddy's club, and cycling south through Leeds, Gloucester, through to Pembroke, across the ferry Pembroke into Rosslare and back up to Dublin, stopping in a number of rugby clubs along the way. Some of those rugby clubs have ex-players that have been affected by motor neuron disease. Rob Burrows in Leeds, Ed Slater and Lewis Moody in Gloucester Rugby Club, and I believe there's somewhere in the region of 400 people cycling. We're in a team of about 7, and we're picking another 6 up in Gloucester. So any support that you can give me, look on my Instagram page or my Facebook page or LinkedIn, you'll see the link. Thank you.
How many weeks are you taking to do that cycle,
4
Paul?
days. 4 days.
4 days. God love you. Okay, Bective off the back. James Gallagher on the charge. Wasn't held, so he's allowed roll on. Oh, ball is broken loose. Not sure they're alongside. Yeah, referee agrees. Now, look at the clock. Play the match. We're 36 and a half minutes in. We're 3 points down. What are we going to do?
Yeah, I was going for it. That's the right decision.
Thank you. Take the points. Gilso must be listening.
Up to now, I think 90% of the decisions that close, we always go for the line out. But that's a very, very wise decision. Simply because what have we been talking about for the first 36, 37 minutes? The dominance of Dolphin in terms of opposition ball. They've been stealing a lot of our ball. So if you go for a line out again, you're potentially running the risk of losing the ball
50-50
turnover.
50 rather than 90.
Yeah, this brings it, if this kick is successful, it brings it to 10-all. It gives us a chance to reset at half-time. Well, I mean, there's still 2 or 3 minutes left to play. But it gives us an opportunity, level pegging, to sort of get ourselves from an attacking perspective back in on track. So a similar kick from the conversion earlier. And he's pushed to the, no, he's got it, it came in. That was a lovely draw.
8 minutes in, scores are
10-all. 10-all.
Skipper Matty Gilson gets a penalty, scores 10-10. Nothing in this game, Paul.
No, very close game. Again, let's see, can we actually capture this kickoff? I think we know what they're going to do. They're not going for very deep kicks.
No, they're going to go short and hope they can win the ball back.
It's between 10 and the 22 there, so you just gotta get a name on it early.
So O'Shaughnessy, yeah, they want to contest. They've 2 men underneath it, taken by Gallagher. Well done, James. Hennessy. Hoppenny shaping to kick, I think. Shaping to kick. Now, who's under it? Chris Rowland is under it. Well taken, to be fair. By Foley for Dolphin. Now, they are going down the short side. Slower ball, good counter rooking. That's a knock on. Done well, he's tipped and gone. May get an extra 10 out of this. No. Yeah, he does. He does. So that's...
No, but it's not. It's actually for not releasing on the ground, I think. It wasn't. I think we were back 10. We actually let him run through.
2 quick penalties in succession there for Bective. It's given Dolphin an in. We're in the last minute of the first half.
It's a really tough decision there.
It's too far. Too far.
And it's a scrum back. But the decision there from the referee is a very tough one to call, because it was a great catch. Chris Rowland went in, made a hit, stopped him, and then we got a lovely counter. And through that counter, we kind of land in on top of the 9 as he's going backwards. I don't necessarily believe that's playing the 9 in the traditional sense.
Yeah, I thought turning was okay.
I think if you're going through as a counter ruck, as a unit, and the 9 is backing through, is going backwards as a result of that, you're not necessarily in the traditional sense playing the 9. But I mean, clearly that's how it's adjudicated. But I find that a tough one.
Okay, so we're in the last minute. Bective scrum just inside their half. Gallagher off the back 10, the short side. Defensive wingers 40 metres back.
No movement in the scrum at all. 2 teams are really...
Okay, Bective trying to release the backs. Yeah, they've done well. Chris Rowland's come off the other wing. He's taking it up, tackle just inside the 10-metre line. Quick ball for Bective to go down the short side. Ben Garrett, Dave McPolan cuts back inside. He needs support now, resource this ruck. They do resource the ruck. Quick ball again. Oh, it's taken on by Oisin McCluskey. It's come on for Donal Lawler. Bective down the short side. Again, Gavin Kelly. They're now 20 metres out. Slower ball. Halpel's having to dig it out. That's no good. McCluskey. Ball is broken loose there. It's unfortunate. It's a knock on. Okay, there we have it. Ref Chris Cahoon blows up this first half. Nothing between these two teams, as you would expect. Ball. Bective in fourth. Dolphin in fifth. It's one try apiece here in Energia Park in Donnybrook. Bective 10, Dolphin 10. We'll take a smoke break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Go down and get pen, man. We'll be following you down to Ben in a minute. How are you?
You good?
Yeah, good to see you.
Good old game, isn't it?
Bective head coach Ben Mannion. Nothing between these teams, Ben. A try apiece, 10-all. Line out not as dominant as previous weeks. Their number 6 is playing that Peter O'Mahony role very well. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you're right. We're in a battle here. We knew they were going to compete hard, and we knew they had a very good defensive line out. We're looking for a few solutions, and hopefully we found those at half time. If we can tidy up that area, tidy up our breakdown a little bit more, I think we can get some pay. But could go down to the wire. Could be a tight one.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck, Ben. Thank you.
Come on, Bective!
So, very evenly matched, 10-10. We're in a battle here, 4th against 5th, as you'd expect. 40 minutes left. Who's going to prevail? O'Shaughnessy, beautiful kickoff. Well taken, James Gallagher. Halpenny. Beautiful box kick, 3 Bective players underneath it. Chris Rowland arrived just in time, but Dolphin have it back. They're going to go down the short side. Box kick by Foley. Well taken by Halpenny. Well played, young Connor. Now we've no half back. The pack truck it up. Chris Hennessy. Hobbo back on his feet now. He's going to relieve and kick as well. He's shaping for it. Yeah, and they are dropping back. There's 3 men back. Again, it's Rollers. Chris Rowland chasing it. Also, beautiful hit by Chris Poole. Beautiful hit.
He turned into that.
Yeah, so it's slower ball now. Game of kick tennis going on here. Thought Foley was going to kick. They're going to have a run. They're going to have a run. Indeed they are. They've released O'Shaughnessy very well. He's got great speed. Weir has to cut back inside. So Dolphin just inside the halfway line. Good counter rucking by Bective. Sloppy ball for Dolphin. However, they get it back. Good tackle. Double hit by Bective. Ball is broken loose. Dolphin recover it though. Good tackle, Bobby Holland. He slipped. He's well stopped. So good defensive set by Bective. Looks like Foley's thinking he's going to have to kick. They're getting they're gaining no ground. So who's under this for Bective? Ball is broken loose. Eventually it's Connor Halpenny back in that sweeper position. Throws out a bit of a Hail Mary pass. Got a lucky break there. Okay, so 2 minutes in, it's still 10-all. Paul, the halftime roundup from elsewhere in this league. Big match, of course, down in Liam Fitzgerald Park, first against second.
Yeah, Thomond at home, trailing Clonmel 14 points to 21. Monkstown against Ballyclare playing at home, leading 21 points to 5. Brough playing at home against Malahide, leading 19 points to 12. And Middleton playing at home against Belfast Harlequins, leading 21 points to 5. So some interesting results there at the half-time mark.
Yeah, okay, look, everybody's watching that first against second down in Liam Fitzgerald Park. Proven to be a battle. I picked in the Ace of Clubs on the Club Scene podcast, that kind of fantasy manager. Pick Clonmel, fancy Clonmel to win there. Substitute for Bective, Donald Lawler back on in the second row. Oisin, the pretty boy, McCluskey comes back off for the moment. So good scrum by Bective. Just keep it in there, keep it in there, keep it in there, keep it in there, keep it in there. There we go. There we go.
I think since the half has kicked off, from a collision perspective, we've definitely stepped up the gear.
A bit more energy about us, Paul. Yeah,
we seem to be winning that collision point, and even in the scrum there, from a physical sense. So long may it last. Some super hard tackles, driving the man backwards. It's great to see the technique. Big shout out to our ball boys today, David Kennellan, Charlie Barry, and Arthur Young from my under-13s team. They have a match tomorrow against Ashburn, building towards the The under-13s played in the Premier Division of 5 divisions, Premier, Division 1, 2, 3, 4 at under-13s, and they finished 4th in the Premier Division, going to the semi-finals against league leaders Terranure on March the 8th. So big date out in the diary for that one.
Well done, lads. All despite Paul hadn't been their coach. Okay, Bective, quick ball. Get it wide. Tim Carroll is tackled. 2 people take him down. Weber, quick ball. Picked up by Chris Hennessy. He only knows one way, that's straight ahead. Bective continued down the short side, looked offside there, indeed it was. Bective tip and go, he's calling it back.
Not from the mark.
Now, Tim for the corner,
Yeah,
big
left
left
footer
boot,
kicker.
big left boot.
And he seems
Nice and safe too, yeah, he's about 10 metres out, yeah.
Too greedy.
Now, as I said, 10-10, nothing between them. First score of the second half, Paul, could, dictate how the rest of this game plays out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No need to count with us, it's 5 every time, yeah?
Let's see if they can test. They generally do. We're going at the back. Oh,
Well taken by Tiernan, ball at the back now. Looked like that maul was dragged down, but just leave it go. Chris Hennessy breaks off. He's tackled 5 metres out. What are we coming back for? Not sure. What's he saying? Penalty to Bective.
For pulling it down. So he obviously hadn't hit the ground. Maul had formed and for being pulled down.
In the corner again, Paul. Yeah.
Well, Tim is lined up to do it. Yeah, in it goes. Okay.
Okay, so we're 5 metres out.
Well, we have to be spot on here with not only the call, the throw, and the lift and catch and timing, because they're going up for every single ball.
Yeah, so at this stage I'd say they're looking for where Sheehan in the line out and trying to avoid him. The Dolphin 6, he's at the back this time. So do we go 2 ball to Gavin? I know it's not great for attacking, but at least we secure it. Again, loads of animation. We go to the back. Tiernan has taken it a second time. Now, ball at the back. We're crabbing across, but it's with Chris Poole. It's good defence by Dolphin. So Bective across the pitch. Haven't made a lot of ground. Coming through, playing the 9 there. Hennessy, 4 metres out. We're under the sticks. Options both sides. Harpo holding his head, he got a bit of a dump there. It's taken on by Pooler, we're 1 metre out. Gavin Kelly pops it back. Looked like it was Chris Hennessy. Hard to see from here. Conor Kelly, he's in. That's a try. It is Conor Kelly. Let me see him getting up.
And just to talk about the Dolphin defence off that line out, it was fantastic. What they did was they split the driving maul, and I think even from a commentating perspective, Chris Poole got drafted out towards the middle of the park with a man on, and then the other wedge went forward. So actually, it was a really, really good defensive move. Once you isolate the player like that, then you're able to bring him to ground. It's not dropping him all. So they did very well there in defence. Obviously, the power and a bit of patience by Bective played out in the end. And hopefully we can convert this now.
Okay, so first score of the second half goes to Bective. Second try for Bective. Second try for the Buffalo. Conor Kelly, he's on 2 today. Gilthon now looking to add the extras.
Good start to the second half though.
Struck that well, and it's true. Okay, well done, Gilzo.
Those kicks count.
Yeah,
Those
so
kicks count.
48 minutes in, Bective 17, Dolphin 10. It's a 10-point game.
Okay, let's see.
Kick-off really important, Paul.
Let's see a catch and carry from this, and let's pin them back if we can.
Vociferous crowd here, a lot of Dolphin people here. Fair play to them for travelling up, good people, good honest old school rugby club like Dolphin a lot. O'Shaughnessy, well taken, Donald Lawler, close to the touchline. Shaping for a relieving kick. Sick of this kicking, I know why they do it, but Jesus. shite to watch. Okay, who's under it? Chris Hennessy under it for us. Well taken by 15. Darryl Foley for Dolphin. They're going down the short side. Big number 4. Don't see a second row put through a kick, and that's why, because it was a shite kick. His dad was right. Brian was talking to your dad. He said you're shit. I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Can you get the flat line?
Okay, Cameron O'Shaughnessy. Okay, safe. He's having a good game, O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, he's one of 2 brothers. His brother Dalton playing tight head.
Great chase by Bective, though. Put him under pressure. None of the Dolphin guys were behind him, so he only had one option to kick there. He was just lining himself up to try and get the most out of it, but under pressure.
This is a great game. This is a great, because there's nothing between these 2 teams.
No.
There's no real pattern. Anybody can win this game. You just don't know what's coming next.
Go down to the 79th minute, I think.
I like O'Shaughnessy at 10. I think he's a good run and fly half. You know, and the forwards are doing well. I know I was slagging Brian O'Mahony, and it's only slagging, but he's had a good game, as had Sheehan at 6. However, Bective, Bobby didn't pass it out. Well done. Loose ball, man's offside. Gav Kelly, long floating ball out to Chris Rowland on the wing. Dunce the first man, makes it inside the 22. Now, quick ball for Bective. It is quick ball. Who's it with? It's with James Gallagher. He's made 10 metres. He's still going. Tackled 8 metres out. Now, short side corner. No, we go wide. We don't. Gilso trucks it up. Long pass. Tim Carroll. Good defensive set there. His 2 men have taken him down from Dolphin. Bective continuing, going left all the time. Chris Hennessy, he's also well tackled.
Tim did well there, stood up on the tackle though. Took 2 or 3 men before the balls cycled.
Gallagher again. Now, look at Chris Rowland out here on the wing, Paul. Where's the space, you know? Shout out to my young lad Luca, who's watching at home. Send in a text at half time going, give it to the forwards, truck it up 1, 2, 3, and then spread it wide. The kid is 11, he knows how to play.
Yeah, exactly. Drawing the defenders, create the space on the outside. Okay, so penalty here is he's having a chat with the captain, Dolphin captain. This is number 11. Second half. 3 penalties. Yeah. So the decision here: do you go for your posts, 3 points, and go 2 scores, or you go for your scrum? I think he's lining up for touch by the looks of it. He is
over there waiting for the line out. I like a scrum, you know, if you can secure a scrum ball, it ties in the back row. However, here we go, we're 5 metres out, we're 52 minutes on the clock. It's a 7-point game, 2 tries to Conor Kelly for Bective, 1 try to Dolphin.
You know they'll contest when we get the movement in.
Luca Murphy boards will be delighted to hear that Chris Rowland is out here on the touchline. Yeah, it's patted back by that guy again, number 6 Sheehan now. Chance for Dolphin to escape. Okay, so Bective be disappointed with that sloppy ball again. We're not dominant in the lineup.
Well, that was clearly a communication issue there. Nobody knew what was going. A call came in, communication wasn't delivered along the line, and Chris just threw it to what he believed to be the call. And I don't think the jumpers or lifters knew what was happening. Went over the top, bounced to favour of Dolphin, and they got out of the red zone.
Yeah, so man down injured for Dolphin. It's the skipper, Craig O'Connell. I think he's coming off too. He is, and he's had a fine game so far, so that's a blow for Dolphin. Well taken at the back, but again he's calling it crooked, is he?
Wow.
Is he calling it crooked?
That's a very hard call. He's
calling it back again. Second time he's done that.
What's the signal he's giving there? I'm trying to understand. Is it that there's too much? There wasn't much movement there at all, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Paul.
Well,
I'm not sure. So look, we've the skipper, Craig O'Connell, has come off, and also 15, Darryl Foley. Not sure if Foley is injured or not.
Go, Chris Hennessy on the ball.
Tidied up by Chris Hennessy. Competing on the ground, Dolphin, they've done well, however. Gavin Kelly has picked and taken it on. Gallagher, tip on to McCluskey. Well taken, driven back by Dolphin. Slower ball for Bective. However, they're trying to get it out wide. Now, Tom McCarthy has come on as a sub. He releases. Tim Carroll, who's gliding, gets the ball out, one-handed out to Dave McPolan. We're 10 metres out. Quick ball, quick ball. It is quick ball. There's the Buffalo on the charge. 6 metres out. Bobby Holland.
Rush defence by Dolphin. Effective. Very effective.
Holding on.
That was super pace by Bective in terms of the recycle and movement.
Yeah, and Bobby
but,
had to come back inside
they-
because of the shooter that came up.
They rushed the defence there, put us under pressure, and
He closed off the outside for Bobby. He had no choice. Okay, good work by Dolphin. 54 minutes in.
And you'll notice at all of the breakdowns, you see often either the players or even the crowd are calling for the penalty for hands-on. But what's happening there is the referees is letting the play go because it's really hands-on body. Penalty's only there when it's hands-on ball. So often they're just looking for that. Both sides are clearly doing it, like looking for that soft penalty. But good turnover by Dolphin.
Yeah, full line-out call by Dolphin. This time it's Bective disrupted. Ball is broken loose. Really has broken loose, however, tidied up by skipper Matty Goetzer. Now Bective shaping for the short side, are we? Chris Poole
Penalty advantage.
charges over. It's a free play now. Arm is out. Free play. Defensive line not committing to the ruck there. Dolphins, they've loads of guys out in the defence. Bobby, little show and go by the young man. Gets it out to Chris Rowland. Throws a little shimmy and he's in. Excellent work, old man Bobby. He must be 48 and he still knows how to do it.
That was a bit. I was just about to say, do you regret the decision of not kicking your 3 points and moving to 20 points to 10? I think it's almost like the commentator curse when you say it. It was a lovely play. Bobby feigned the pass, saw the gap when the defender drifted across, went through the hole, looked for left and right options, and young Roland came tearing up on the outside, and a lovely step to finish to get closer to the post to make the conversion.
Well done, young Robert, our old man Bobby, as I call him. Well done. He was cradling the ball there like he's cradling his new 2-week-old son, Theo. Didn't want to drop it. Well done, Bobby. So try for rollers. Gilso.
Super finish.
Gilso 3 from 3 so far. That's my fault. I've put the mockers on him. He's missed it. Okay, so we're 56 minutes in. Bective now 3 tries. Bective 22. Dolphin 10.
Let's recess. Bobby's holding the left shoulder there a little bit.
O'Shaughnessy. He's had a good game so far. Taken by Gallagher. Who's under it for Dolphin? He's done well. 14, Carl Waterman, he's going to have a go. Breaks the first tackle, breaks the second line, he's done well. Eventually brought to ground just inside the halfway line. They continue down the short side. Ball is out. Nah, that ball was out and then that guy joined. Foley, long kick taken by Tiernan McCluskey, pops it back into Tim Carroll. Good double hit by Dolphin. Bective reset. Dolphin offside in the middle of the pitch. Ref hasn't seen it. Hoppo shaping for a kick. We've got 4 men here on the short side to follow this kick. Who's underneath it? It's Waterman again. Second time he's fielded a kick. Little show and go. He's done well. Down the short side. Now Hoppo, give it to Tim. Here we go. Little punchy kick. It's going to find grass. Underneath it. Cameron O'Shaughnessy. He'll clear.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Okay, net gain for Bective about 30 metres. Ball.
Very good.
We'll take that.
Kick tennis, it can be frustrating to watch it, but you can see the gain there from a territory perspective. Gives the guys a second to catch their breath. Gavin Kelly down on a knee. I think it's more of a... He took a bang on the knee earlier in the game, actually, so I think that's just been carrying through to the second half. Bit of ice treatment. Line out to Bective. about 30 metres, just in between the 22 and the 10.
Yeah, Dolphin, Dolphin, the home of some great players. Michael Kiernan won a triple crown for Ireland with the drop kick in '85. Johnny O'Mara, good Clongowes boy, ex-Dolphin. My favourite Dolphin story, of course, the great Phil O'Callaghan, played front row for Ireland, late 60s, 70s. Gets pulled up by a referee who says, "You're boring, O'Callaghan." And Philo says, "You're not too exciting yourself, referee." The Buffalo on the charge, speaking of front rows. Chris Poole. Now welcome back to Tim Carroll, always looking to get Tim gliding down the touchline, offloads it to Rollers, we're inside their 22. The Buff again breaks the first line. Yeah, he's hurt that guy too. However, that man's playing the ball on the ground. You can't do that, ref. You can't. Oh, stop. He's lying on his back. Not sure about that one. I don't know.
I'd say let off there.
He was like a crab lying on his back there.
But even just the principle of coming in the side, the gate there. First man was off his feet. Second man came into the side.
So it's a let off. Dolphin will be happy with that. We're 60 minutes on the clock, so we're heading into the final quarter. Bective 3 tries.
We'll be sucking diesel here now. That's a fairly high pace this game is at, so both sides now will be.
Yeah, but
the opportunity
next score is crucial. Dolphin can score next. They're right back in this game. Be aiming for a grand slam finish, so they've done well. It's a good driving ball. Foley gets a long pass out to Dara Buckley on the wing. He's put through an excellent kick. Who's there for Bective? Who's in defence? It's the skipper, Gilso. He's done well. Good counter rucking by Dolphin as well, but referee is deeming that illegal. He's saying they were offside. Well on Gilso. Brave bit of play there. Yeah, it's a good nudge. Halfway line. Well on Gilso. So further changes for Dolphin. I see 17. Dave Byrne has come on. Four-man call by Bective. Change of plan. Taken by Gavin Kelly, now at the back with Chris Hennessy. That man looked like he was offside.
That's a bad leg injury.
Yeah, it looks like it was it Chris Poole? I'm not sure.
It's him or Gallagher.
Gallagher, yeah, it's two of them with the black scrum cap. It's Pooler. He's not moving.
No, he's in trouble.
Penalty Bective.
Chris Poole is in trouble.
Yeah, more concerning is Chris Poole down there. We've got Physio Ross and Jess out there with him. Yeah, you could hear him shouting from up here when it happened.
But I think our eyes were drawn to it because of the fact that the Dolphin player was offside there, coming through, and he got bent back on his knee there. That could be bad.
And look, to be fair, we're calling offsides. We're sitting up here, we're 40 feet up in the sky. It's easy for us to see. It's hard for a ref when he's down there sea level to spot everything, but that's not a good looking injury for Chris Poole. He's off. Ross is saying get him off immediately, so young Oisin McCluskey will come back in. Pooler's only back, he was out just pre-Christmas for 3 weeks with concussion. Dynamic player.
The fact he's putting any weight on the leg is a positive.
Yeah, he scored 6 tries in 9 games for Spooler. Good South African stock.
Yeah,
I like Pooler.
It's obviously.
I really hope he's okay. Yeah.
A little bit of weight on it there. It mightn't be as serious as we first thought, so it could be just a bit of pain. 24 hours will tell.
Okay, so 5th penalty against Dolphin in this half. Tim a chance to take us up.
Oisin McCluskey to come on.
Yeah, very dynamic Oisin.
He's already had an impact on the game in the first half when he came on. Made a couple of breaks, took a pick and go through the centre on one of the rooks.
Yeah, he's the only guy that's featured in the match day 20 every game this season. There's only 3 of them. He's one of them. He's also
Covers a lot of
scored
positions.
3 tries for us. Yeah, so ball at the back now with young O'Sheen. Bective moving forward. Yeah, they're doing well.
Good moving.
Leave it there, Halpo, just leave it. Rollers joins the maul, so too does Halpo. We're over the 22 now. We've made 10 metres. It's still going. Play for the penalty. You would have thought, play for the penalty. Okay, so now breaks out the Sexton loop. Tim Carroll, well tackled by 20. Whoever gets the ball out to Dave McPoland.
Did well.
Yeah, he has done well. Just hold on to the possession, Dave. Okay, Bective. James Gallagher skips inside the first tackle. Tiernan McCluskey on the charge. He's done well. He's up the 5 metre line. He's looking to offload. Nobody with him. It's turnover ball. It's not. It's not. Okay, so it's a free shot for Bective. Hand is out for a penalty advantage. Free play. Roller's out in the right here. Nobody near him. Luca will be screaming at home. Jam, truck it up, and then get it wide. Now get it wide. Can they see Rollers out here? Can they see him? They can. Bobby, long floating pass, gets it out to Rollers. 4th try for Bective. That's a bonus point. That's clever play. 65 minutes on the clock. Lead extends to Bective 27, Dolphin 10.
I think that certainly the Dolphin players will feel a little bit hard done by there. I'm not exactly sure what the penalty was for. I'm guessing that it was the tackler didn't release. There wasn't a clear release between the tackle and then going on the ball, because from here it did look like he was on the ball, but I think that's what it's about. Oh, so Scotty Barron is coming on the park. Number 16, Scotty Barron. And I can't see who he's getting on for, but I'm guessing it's is it Chris Hennessy? I haven't seen who's come off.
No, I think Channel moved to prop and Scotty will go into hooker.
So
I'm looking who we got. I see Rory Mulville, I see.
And Buff are walking together, but Rory's heading in, Buff is heading in this direction now, so maybe it's Buff.
Okay, 2 tries.
Oh, both of them are coming in this direction. They're making it hard for us.
2 tries for the Buff, 2 tries for Rollers. Now, Gilso.
Okay.
He's 4 out of 5.
So Luke Meehan has come on, and Scotty Barron.
Oh, Gilso, that's a conversion, mate. Well done. It's a super kick. Super kick. 4 out of 5 for skipper Matty Gilsonen. Moves the score out to Bective 29. They've got the 4 try bonus point. Dolphin 10. We have 13 and a half minutes left in this game. Oh, he's done well. He has done well, Brian O'Mahony. Yeah, well played. Now Dolphin, what can they do? 16. Phil Elwood. Oh, loose pass. Scotty falls off the tackle. It's not great, Scott. Not great, my friend.
That's 3 clean takes that Dolphin have taken from the kickoff.
Kickoffs, yeah, they're so important. It's an important, phase to play. Oh, it's a good line. Brian O'Mahony, since I started slagging him, he's having a stormer, to be fair. That's a good nudge too. That's a really, really good kick. Tim Carroll in trouble. He's done well to make it into the touchline there, Tim. Did well, he was under pressure. Beautiful little kick through from Dolphin. So, attacking line out now for...
that last try certainly has spurred a bit of life into Dolphin.
The Cork club.
Back here.
They need to score now. Yeah, they need to score here now.
You know how good their line is.
They have a strong line out. They're good, strong rolling maul as well. So you'd be thinking all they want to do is secure this ball and they would hope to get over. Let's see, it's a 19-point game. They have taken the ball secure in the middle. They're inching across. Now they're going forward. Ball at the back with 16. He's in. He's not in.
Penalty.
Oh, good
Penalty
counter
advantage.
drive by Bective, but the arm is out. It's a free shot for Dolphin. O'Shaughnessy spots that. It's a beautiful crossfield kick. Beautiful kick. Very unlucky. But the ref will bring it back. So it's a penalty to Dolphin. 5 metres out. I'd say line out for them, Paul. Yeah, line out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what their strength is. They won the last one.
Okay, so changes coming back. Darrell Foley at 15 is now back on the pitch. We got Conor Buff Kelly also coming back on the pitch for Bective. Rolling subs. Yeah, a little nudge into the corner. So second chance for Dolphin. They're going to go for, are they going for a full? They're not, they're going for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 man. Big number 8, he's up in first receiver position. They secure it again now. Second time asking. Centres are now joining, centres are joining. They're going to make it, they're over, they're in. Fair try. You could see it coming. They've got a good line out. All secured at the back by sub hooker Phil Edward. Second try for Dolphin.
Yeah, it was a great bit of play. As I said, spurred a bit of life into the Dolphin team there. Cold day here today. Not a huge amount of wind, as Chuck said early on. We've been lucky not to get much rain. It's still quite moist out in the park, though, in terms of previous weather, so there's a bit of a slip on the ball. You might have seen a few of the kicks going through. The ball's kind of gliding across the park. Opportunity now for Dolphin. 2 points to make it a 2-score game. And nailed it too, so that's 17 points to 29. 12 points in the game.
Like Foley, he's just come back onto the pitch, adds the extra, so it's a 17 point.
I think it's a take a breath moment by Bective.
It's a 12-point game.
Reset, and we go 10 minutes in the game. Let's see, can we claim this kickoff or certainly pin them down inside their 22 and force.
And we've spoken about kickoffs, restarts. It's an important facet of the game now. It's a set-piece play, just like scrums and lineouts.
How much time and training do you think is put into
And you can see
kickoff?
Dolphin are doing really well on all their restarts. All right, so
in fairness, they've been very efficient at set play, Dolphin.
new front row for Bective then with Luke Meehan and Scotty Barron on. We've also got Tom McCarthy on in the backs as well. Tom, I saw a number of McCarthy's on the guest list for was it McCarthy's? It wasn't, it was McPoland's on the guest list for lunch, so I assume it's Dave's parents that were up. Young David.
So a 1 metre net gain. We'll take it, it's our possession.
Yeah, well, clock now as well can be the enemy for Dolphin, you know.
So
And it's
Scotty's throwing in, I take it, or Chris, no, Chris is throwing it in. Scotty's covering one short. It's a
5-man.
5-man line.
Luke Meehan in the half-back position. Well taken, Gavin Kelly in the middle. Good set on that maul, it's moving forward too. Yeah, just keep it in there. They're up to the 10-metre line, they've made 10 metres, they're still moving on. They're still going, they're 13, 14 metres. Little bit of pirouetting by Dolphin there, but Bective are still going on now. He's seen it, so it's a free play for Bective. So they've made 18 metres. They've got a free shot here now. Roland out on the wing, screaming for the ball.
Gilso was looking for the kick across.
Yeah, but Gilso doesn't want to throw out bad ball either. He's actually done well trucking it up. Now, second chance. Remember, we're on a penalty advantage. Oh man, Bobby. Ragdoll to the ground there, so referee will bring it back for the penalty.
That was certainly a rib tickler. Bobby didn't see that coming. They were one of my favourite tackles. Not receiving, giving.
Yes. Always be a
That
giver,
hurt.
not a receiver.
That hurt, that hurt,
in
you
all
can
facets
see.
of life. Okay, so Gilso's going to nudge it up into the 22. We are 7.5 minutes left on the clock.
So just to say, just in terms of maths there, the play from me was 3 points. We have a bonus point. By scoring 3 points there, we go beyond 2 converted tries, and that just seals the victory.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes upstairs for thinking, lads downstairs
but
for
you know what,
dancing.
like, that's to be fair.
Plot your way
that's
through
how
the
we've
game.
Played for several years now. We play aggressively. Go
Well
after.
taken, Tiernan at the back. However,
Crooked in, okay.
he's calling it crooked again. Okay.
So would you prefer to be 32-17 with 7 minutes on the clock? I think I would.
Well, look, scrum is going to take a minute out of the game.
Yeah,
It's another
that's
thing
true.
I've old school, don't agree with this.
Yeah.
It's like American football now, everyone's cleaning their studs, throwing shapes. That's nonsense. Get on with it.
So good to see Chris standing down talking to Ben Mannion there now. He's doesn't seem to be limping at all, so maybe it was just a bit of a twinge at the first fall, and maybe it's okay. So wishing him well and hoping there's no major injury.
Yeah, so looks like Gerald Foley's gone in at half back for Dolphin. Solid scrum from them. O'Shaughnessy.
To attack. That's a good ball.
Little crossfield, little kick pass. Nicely hacked on by Dara Buckley.
The flag is out.
Flag is out there. It's going to be a penalty where the ball lands. Going to be a penalty where the ball lands. Now, I was following the ball. I heard the hit. I assume it was late, Paul, yeah?
I think that's he's saying it's a pull on the jersey. I didn't see any hand in there at all. I think the two players kind of ran into each other.
I was following the ball.
And now they're having a chat to see whether there's a card here or not. There was no play on there at all. I think that's clever by Dolphin.
Yeah. Cards are for Christmas now, Chris. Keep it in your pocket, mate. No need for that. There's been no malice, nothing in this game. We are 74 minutes in. It's a 12-point game. Bective have got their 4-try bonus point. Just need to close out this match now and win the game.
He's saying penalty back where the
penalty where the ball lands is the rule. Yeah, fair play. Okay, that's good reffing. No need for a card there. Even if it was the other way, I'd have said the same thing. Thought he'd have given them a few more yards on the penalty, though. Thought the ball landed beyond our 10-metre line. Okay, so Dolphin now looking to nudge up the line. They've got a good line out. They scored a try off the last one. They want to see if they can repeat it, make this a grandstand finish.
So what Dolphin will be looking to do now is to try and play for a losing bonus point. And at least get some return on the journey here to Energia Park in Donnybrook. That's why that 3 points that I talked about earlier could have been very, very important. So down into the last 5 minutes, Dolphin in possession and looking to move the ball right. A nice little switch, long pass, risky. Defence has to chase. Good tackle by Tim. Didn't hold him though, so he wasn't held in the tackle. He was able to get back on his feet.
He slipped, tried set on. Now they're going down the short side. They have numbers. Oh, he's unlucky. He's knocked it on. That's unlucky for Dolphin. Tidied up by Bective. Yeah, let's just play the safe ball game now. Let's get out of here. Jim back in the old-fashioned.
Lance calling. Yeah, he wants it out wide, but they stopped.
Harpo's going to have a go himself with his left foot. That's safe. It's all you want. It's safe. Good to see the Mossel Bay groupies watching this match. Felicity and the gang down in South Africa, Mossel Bay. Connor helping his family. They tune in every game. Right. 3.5 minutes and whatever you're having yourself. Dolphin secure possession. One last chance for them to get back into this game. Taken on by 20. Scott Sexton. Oh, beautiful little offload. Heaslip, is it Heaslip? I think it is Heaslip. They continue down the short side. O'Shaughnessy. Sam Boyle. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Okay, so penalty. No time wasted by O'Shaughnessy. They're going up the line. They want to see if they can score off their line out dominance. 3 minutes left.
Would you believe Malahide have overtaken Brough down in Brough, 31 points to 29.
Thomond Clonmel.
Clonmel leading currently 26 points to 19. That's a huge.
Okay. Well, good to see Malahide winning. Notice that three guys dropped off the team last week to start today. How does that work? Unless you didn't play last week. Anyway. Elwood, well taken in the middle. They're well set. All at the back now with Elwood. They're not inching forward though. It's a good defensive ball by Bective. Little bit of splintering now. Dolphin have taken it around the right hand side. Now they're making momentum. They're up to the 5 metre line, 4 metre line, 3 metre line. They're in. Second try for Dolphin by the sub hooker Phil Elwood, and it's all from line out dominance, Paul.
But this is the losing bonus point that we talked about earlier. So this conversion brings it to 29 points to 24, assuming it's it's through the posts, and there's about 2 or 3 minutes left to play. We've got 1 or 2 injuries on the park. Tim is down, getting a hamstring stretch. You know, I go back to it. It's on record. We should have gone for the 3 points.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Here we are. We are where we are. Okay, Gerald Foley. He struck that well too. He's got it. It's a great kick, young man. Well played. So we're back to a 5-point game. 1.5 minutes left. 3 tries for Dolphin, 4 tries for Bective. And what's crucial now? The restart. The restart.
We just need to close the game out and inside their half, their 22. Kick around and pin them back. Force the return kick and then try and from that line out just settle play. Run the clock down.
So 5-point game. Bective changes. Mikey O'Hare here, number 20. Coming in on the right wing, looks like Tim Carroll has come off and Rollers has moved to full back. We've also got Tom McCarthy came on earlier. I see James Gallagher back for the last minute. So let's keep them down here. Squeaky bum time here. 5-point game into the last minute. Dolphin got to run it at this stage, yeah, so they're trying to go through the phases, looking to see if they can see an opening. We're into injury time. Whatever ref Chris Cahoon is adding on, a slow ball for Dolphin. It's no good for them. Halfback takes a kick. McCluskey, he's got it well. Tackled on the 10-metre line. Who's got it? It is Bective. Okay, so truck it up now, play the clock. We're in injury time. Skipper should be asking the ref how long is left to go. Hoppo's shaping. Another play, yeah. Taken by Bobby Holland. Continue down the short side.
Control.
Taken on by Chris Hennessy, yeah. It's reminiscent of Munster against Toulouse 2008 Cup Final, Heineken Cup Final, where they just held onto the ball for the last 5 minutes. The law ended up being changed because of that. Gavin Kelly.
This is clever play, but they need to hold on to that ball. Dolphin are going to go in every opportunity looking for it. There's no signal by the ref in time. I'm looking at Gilso to see, does he know? He's dropping back in the pocket. He's probably,
he was offside. 100% he was offside. Have Dolphin turned it over? They have. Right, last chance. Dolphin, what can they do? We're in injury time. Dolphin on the halfway line, in possession. Must score a try. McCluskey takes him down. Dolphin, right, they're going down the right hand side. Penalty Dolphin. Penalty Dolphin. Geez, your nerves would be gone here. So they're going to punt it up the line. They're going to get up to the 22. They have a dominant line out. It's a 5-point game in injury time. Good game, Paul.
It's very good.
Good value for money.
You got to close this out.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so here it is. The game is on this play. Sound like an American football commentator, but here we are. The game is on this play.
You just have to force a mistake here.
Yeah. Penalty so good to Dolphin. They've got a losing by less than 7 bonus points as it. They need to get a try to win the game. Now they have secure possession. What can they do? One last shot. Boyle, a little loop. Gets the ball out. That's a loose ball. It's a loose ball. Make your tackle, Mikey. He's missed it. Okay, who's going to take him? Eventually he's taken down by Gallagher. However, they've offloaded it really well. So inside the Bective half, they're coming down the left-hand side. What can they do? One last chance. Good offload. Double tackle by Bective. He's offside. Ref didn't see it. Okay, well played, Brian O'Malley. Brian O'Mahony to come down the left-hand side again. Number 1, Finn Cowick has a go. No penalties there, no penalties, but got to turn over this ball. Heaslip makes a break, he makes a couple of meters. Cowick again, double hit by Bective. Little inside ball to 11, Dara Buckley. Ball is broken loose, picked up by that guy, number 6, Owen Sheehan. He's done well. They're inside the Bective 22. There it is! There it is! There it is! Penalty for Bective. Holding on by Dolphin. Jesus, what a game! What a game! What a game. That should be it. We're deep in injury time. You would think tap and then kick to touch and game over.
Yeah,
There it is, and Gilto has done it. Wonderful excitement, wonderful game of rugby. Dolphin will be disappointed. They get a losing bonus point, but Bective will be delighted. 4 tries. So they get a 5-point haul. Great day out in a miserable climactic day, but great day out, great game of rugby, good value for money. Love the AIL, love 2C, where any team can beat each other on the day. From Energia Park in Donnybrook, this is Bective Rangers TV, produced and directed by Louis Manan, who's gone missing. On camera, young Rory O'Connor. On co-coms, the big unshaven Paul Hatton, who's going to cycle from Edinburgh to Gloucester to Fishguard to Rosslare to Dublin. Man must be bonkers. I'm Chuck Byrne. That's a wrap.
Hello, Bective.